50.
Alright guys, you can see got my cherry picker that lift up my engine last night. I just left it here because it was getting dark on me, and even though I had light, I didn't wanna. I got it this far, and what I did, I used 2 pieces of board jacks to keep it off the ground, just in case it rained last night. It wouldn't, water would just run underneath, and you know, I'm gonna be delaying for a little while, longer than I expected, because I thought my power steering pump would have, when it come yesterday, I thought it would have fit, and I don't want to make the same mistake that I made the first time. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take these pulleys apart, because I want to clean them up anyway. So I'm gonna take these out, because what happened with my old pulley, this area right here, when I had this old pulley on here, this whole area right here cut my pulley. When I was taking it out, it cut it and squeezed it in and damaged here. So I'm not gonna make that same mistake twice. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take them out. One is I think is a 16 millimeter, and one is a 13 millimeter. I'm gonna grab my 16 millimeter socket and my 13 millimeter socket, and I'm gonna get them out. If I can't remember where I did what I did with my sockets, guys. Like I said, you always take care of your things. I know this is a 16, and this is a 13. I had them last night, and I just don't remember where I put them. I was taking up all my tools last night. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're right here. Oh, here on the chair. Here on the chair now. Yeah, I always try to put my tools up in a way that I can find them. I'm gonna put my piece over here. I shouldn't put my piece there, just in case it accidentally goes off. I'm gonna put my piece. Put my piece in my car. I'll put it up here. It's not getting in the way. And I always look for these little things here, guys. These little things, these little clamps here. These are where your harness is gonna go back. So when you have the time, I have the little one. The little small one that goes into here, just goes right in there, and take it out. I'm not gonna force that because I have the little one, but I'm gonna take I have 14, 15, 16. Okay, my man. You know, all these is gonna be cleaned up, you know, because there's a lot of muck, and like I said, this engine is coming from a snow and salty state, which is New Jersey. So I guarantee you this car has been in New Jersey, probably New York, Baltimore, you know, anything that snow, you could see the snow and all that stuff is still on it. All those stuff is gonna be cleaned off, guys. I don't want no salt or any snow on my engine. And that's why when I'm finished with this, I'm gonna power wash this engine down. I'm gonna spray it with solution, purple clean or whatever the case may be, and I'm gonna spray my whole engine down. I'll leave my engine blocks and stuff like that, because all these little white area, I don't trust it, you know. Like I said, salt is one of the quickest thing to, you know, eat into your aluminum engines. So all these pulleys, I'm securing them. I'm just gonna clean them down. I'm gonna use not WD-40, just some diesel fuel. I'm gonna drop it into the diesel fuel and let the diesel fuel work into these little areas here, because this is your tensioner pulley. This is your tensioner pulley. This is what you put your 16mm socket on when you're putting your belt on. So you know you don't want to damage this, and you want to make sure it's nice and clean and turning in the way it's supposed to be turned. All right. Got that out the way. And I know this is a 13mm. I just gotta remember where I put my 13mm socket. I just saw here somewhere. If not, then I just use a regular. Okay, there goes the 13. When you take out your pulleys and stuff like that, guys, you leave your pulley wherever you put in your pulley. You put your screws. You put your screw where you put in your pulley. See that? So now that I got this out, I'm not have to worry about anything touching this area and scraping and pulling my pulley. Like I said, I have all the time in the world to do it. And you want to examine your pulley and make sure you in case you take your screw out, you want to examine your pulley and make sure your pulley goes back in the same direction that it came from. I mean, both sides looks the same. You know, both sides look the same actually, but inside here has a thicker edge, and these has a thinner edge. But you want to put it back just the way it came from the factory, guys. So I'm just gonna rest this up here, and so now I'm free. And all these little things, I gotta take these out. This is my harness for my this my oil pressure sensor. All those things is gonna be cleaned up and stuff like that. Like I said, when I put this engine on, I don't want any muck and stuff like that. See all these in these little areas, as the salt and the snow and stuff like that, all those areas is gonna be cleaned out and stuff like that, guys. But my biggest I don't care about this right here. None of these. My biggest concern is to get this engine off the ground and get it back onto the engine mount, and these little things here has to come over. This is for your ABS pump and all of that stuff, your all-wheel drive and all of that stuff. And I ordered all these places is gonna be taped up, properly taped back up, and I ordered the tapes already. from AutoZone. They were supposed to come yesterday, but I haven't seen it. So I guess they lied to me about that 2-day shipping thing. I know I could have paid for 1-day shipping, but I choose to take the 2-day shipping because I know I would have got it before Christmas. But these things, you know, don't really concern me right now, because when I got like I said, my biggest challenge is to get this baby off the ground and get it back onto my engine mount. You know, my engine mount, my transmission mount, and one in the back. And these two here, guys, are easy. These are easy. The one in the back, that's the one to catch. But the hardest part is to get this up and get my transmission up underneath here without damaging my transmission. Tie my shoelace so I don't trip over my own stuff. As I never really tie shoelaces. Just throw them on and see what it is. What it is. It is what it is, guys. So now I took the pressure off here a little bit last night because I didn't want to leave too much pressure on here. Try to check my my coils and my sensors to make sure nothing broke last night. Like I said, I was kind of working a little bit in the dark. This thing here, I'm gonna take this one off too, and I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna take this whole one off and I'm gonna clean it, because right now it's like it has sand, it has snow and salt in it, and I don't trust them. If push come to shove, I'm gonna take this one off and put my old one on it, because my old one is nice and clean compared to this. And I'd look inside these areas, and when the ones I see start to get white, I know. And like I said, that's one of the disadvantage you get when you're buying an engine from a snow state. You know, over a period of time, these little places get snow and salt in it, and it start to decay your engine. Like right here, like I said, guys, I'm gonna do something to here because I don't really like the way this area is looking. It's, you know, I don't like the way it's looking. So, you know, I'm gonna research and try to find a solution, some type of industrial commercial whatever, that I can spray here, clean it off, and you know, I'll have a little bit more peace of mind when I know that I'm not seeing this area looking all white. You know, really don't like the way it's looking all white and stuff like that. You know, you can tell it started decay. So, you know, I mean, it's not a big deal. You know, it is a big deal in some way, because if you ignore it, then you never know. You know, it can be decay. If the block started decay, or it can just be nothing. So let's watch and see over a period of time what it's gonna be like. So It's a Christmas morning, guys, and you know, like I said, I'm so excited and I'm so anxious that I'm doing so many things. You know, I'm spending time with my dogs, and I'm trying to get this engine in. Even if I get this engine up and get it back set up, I don't care. I don't care about the rest of stuff. I can always take my time and do that. I just want to get this engine in. Stuck on now. Oh yeah, since yesterday, this era right here been having a lot of problems. Right here, giving me a lot of problems since yesterday. Like I said, guys, that's one of the disadvantage of working in a Sunday area. Have to put things down, and normally I use plyboard to do this, but this area been giving me a lot of problems since yesterday. This little part right here been giving me a lot of problem, and I think it cut my transfer case over here. Cover. I cut my transfer case cover because I started seeing transmission fluid started to leak out yesterday. So I'm probably gonna have to buy a transfer case cover. What it is, guys. Why are you not coming out? Board. Yeah, I shouldn't have left this on the board because now it's not gonna able to roll. I shouldn't left this on the board itself. I should have left it on here because this is a smooth area right here. I made it special. It's a smooth area. I can maneuver my engine and push it in, and then when I push it in, I can use my cherry picker to pick it up. But now I left it on the board, so it's gonna be hard for me to push. But I'm gonna try anyway. Might just work, guys. Get some of these stuff out here. Like I said, guys, I'm paying more attention to my transmission than I'm actually paying to my engine, because I can get my engine for cheap, you know. But when it comes to my transmission, ain't nobody gonna sell you a transmission like this for cheap. They're gonna, you see what I'm saying now, guys? If this was flat and the flat surface, I could have pushed it. But no, I can't, because the board is preventing me from doing that. So okay, alright. Board is preventing me from pushing it. So I'm gonna get it this way. I don't want this thing to touch these areas, because if it does, then it's gonna be of a problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna lift this whole engine anymore. I'm just gonna lift the transmission and try to pull it that way. So I'm gonna get me another strap that I can just do my transmission itself. And like I said, guys, this is not a 1, 2, 3 job. That's something that's done in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Sometimes this might take a half a day, sometimes a whole day, sometimes 2 days, 3 days, worse if you're doing it by yourself. Like I said, there's no strategy in doing this thing. There's so many ways in doing it. There's so many ways to do it. You just gotta keep on coming up with solutions until you find the right one that will work for you. And, yeah. I think I should maybe go this route. Go from underneath here. Maybe I'll get a bit of leverage coming from down here. But if I do that, I know it's going to touch in here. I could always lift. I could always jack the engine up, because that's what I did. That's how I got this thing up so high. I'm gonna jack the engine, jack the vehicle, my car. I'm gonna jack both sides up until it's maybe about this height, that the engine has enough clearance to go through, because like I said, I don't want nothing to touch on these areas, guys. Nothing. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm jacking it up. Jacking it up, guys. Right. See that I just jack it up, and I'm gonna jack this side all the way up too. But I'm paying more attention to this side right here, because the transmission gotta have clearance. Even though it's low, the transmission is low, but the transmission has to have clearance to go through here. So once I get my engine in here, I can pull my transmission this way. reason why I'm doing that, guys, is because I want to get these boards up underneath here, because when the boards are underneath there, it's kind of hindering it. And like I said, I have a engine, a lower engine. It's not really a jack, but it's like a dolly that, but it broke. And it's those ones that you get at Harbor Freight or Walmart, you know, anywhere. It has the 4 wheels on it, but it's the material itself is made out of wood, and they say it's meant to hold. The one that I got, it was a 680 pound, but I guarantee you this engine and this transmission put together, it's more than 800 pounds or 680 capacity, what they said. So when the first time I was taking this engine out, I rested on it and I was pulling it and it broke. But that's the right thing to use and the better thing, because you put the engine on it and it has the 4 wheel and you just push it right in. You just push it and it goes in. And when you get it in, it has the hole. They make it that it has, you know, like a square or a triangle. You put your jack up underneath there, and when you put your jack up underneath here, then you can jack your engine up. And that's one way to do it if you don't have a cherry picker. You know, you do it the same way you take it out. You do it the same way you put it in. So, and this was the area that I was telling you about, guys. This is the area I was telling you about. You can when you're taking off your transmission, if you want to take off your transmission, but say you want to take off your transmission from your flywheel, this is one area where you can get to it from here. You can get to your torque converter from here, and then you have another area up underneath here. That's where that little metal piece is gonna go. This little metal piece is gonna go up underneath here, and I'm gonna do that when I get the engine up in the air. Because I still gotta torque these. I gotta torque that. Well, I torqued this one already, but I'm gonna have to start torquing these up underneath here. So that's how I'm gonna do it, guys. You see how easy that was. Now that I have this part, just gotta get the clearance from here. Way to be in there, guys. On our way to being in here, little by little, you know. You don't force anything, you know. You go with the feel. Don't force anything, guys. Just go with the feel. That's it. Now that I have that up, that side. With my cherry picker to put it in, because like I said, I'm paying more attention to my transmission going in and clearing here than anything else. This board out and go further up, or I can rest right there and